And you are live on the YouTube. Next up is going to go on the air here. Live on the air. We're going to do that real quick. And we are going to jump in this morning on Facebook Live a little bit early. You guys can let me know what you think of this. We may get shut down because this is just quite the list. The 7 o'clock hour here on Uncle Pete in the Morning. Uncle Pete in the Morning on 216 the net, 216thenet.com. It is Thursday, June 25th, all day long, and it has been since 12 o'clock a.m. this morning. But we've got actually the rest of the morning. The rest of the morning here, I don't know if you guys are going to like this. I mean, I suppose you will. Maybe you will like this because this is all stuff from your requests. You've asked for this. You wanted to hear this. You send us these tunes. Mary Catherine builds these lists. But I got to tell you, the remainder of the morning here today for me is very reminiscent of back in October, November, when we were playing for fun and doing the cringy requests, the cringeworthy lists. I think it started with Cringeworthy Wednesday back in, I think that was right after Halloween. And it was absolutely horrible, but you guys loved it. You jumped in on that and you latched onto it. And we ran, I think it was eight or 9 weeks solid of cringeworthy requests, cringeworthy music. This morning, I feel like I'm going back in there. There's only one song that's coming up next that I actually like, and it's a song that we use to test the new soundbar when we get them at home. Because for some reason we seem to go through a soundbar about every 18 months in our little home area there. Don't know why that is, but we use this next song to test those, and I actually don't mind it. But all the rest of this list is, to me, it's absolutely cringeworthy. That's why this half of the morning on Uncle Pete in the Morning is called "It Sucks to Be Thursday." It sucks to be Thursday on Uncle Pete in the Morning. And for those of you, if you hear a little gurgling, I figured I'd like to have hands free this morning. So, and a lot of people keep saying, why don't you use the other mic? Why is that other mic always up against the wall? Well, this is actually my voiceover mic when I use for commercials. And in order to use it this way, I have to turn up the gain. And so there's sometimes a little bit of fuzz. You can also wind up hearing all of the stuff that's going on. You can probably hear my coffee pot. I got to get a new friggin' coffee pot. My coffee pot now here in the studio, it takes about a friggin' hour to brew a pot and it gurgles away. That's another reason why I don't mind this mic, because this mic you got to talk into right at the front, and it picks up nothing else except your voice. But it's not designed to pick up all the nuances and everything of voiceover work that this wonderful special mic is designed to do. And now I've given you a lesson on microphones here in the studio this morning. I'm so sure you really, truly wanted. I keep putting this off. I'm not excited about clicking the buttons on the second half of the show this morning because, oh my gosh, I don't like anything except this first song. I hope you guys enjoy it. And you know the rule is Uncle Pete plays everything at least once. I think we played some of this stuff before. Now, for you Facebook Live listeners, Facebook Live bots may shut us down relatively quickly because there are some things coming up here. They can't tell just over Facebook, even though we tag it everywhere, that we are ASCAP licensed. That means we get to play copyrighted materials. We pay a pretty penny for that every year. The reason we go for the ASCAP license, number one, because we're internet radio. Number two, because 80 cents on the dollar of our license fee goes back to the artists that work so hard to put their creations together for you and share for you. So it's one of the licenses that pays out back to the artists more than most every other, and we really, really like that. I guess without further doing of the do's, I keep stalling. Let's just push the button and get it over with. Let's rip it off like a Band-Aid. Oh, I hate the stuff on this morning. You guys are killing me here, but here we go.
hand to hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there, I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you could wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep your silence up. No, you for me. The hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. So strangers to you and me. That's the part right there that we use to test our sound bars. Hold on. He's been feeling it for that long in the air all that night. He was feeling it. And that, folks, that's the only song on this entire list that I kind of like. The rest of this morning, the remainder is going to be painful. I don't like anything coming up here. But again, you asked for it. You want to hear it. We play what you want to hear. So send your request to Pete at 216thenet, 216thenet.com. We'll get these lists up and out, and we'll play what you want to hear. But Pete at 216thenet.com. It is Uncle Pete in the morning. I was on the morning yesterday too. In the morning. I am still working on my very first cup of coffee this morning since goodness. I think I rolled over about 3:45, 3:50 this morning. My morning start early, folks, and this is still my first cup of coffee. This one right here, I've had like 2 or 3 sips out of there all morning, hustling all the way running around here. But before we click this next button, I'm going to stall a little bit longer because, again, I hate all these songs on the rest of the morning. I can't stand any of these things. But again, you wanted to hear them, so we will play them. eventually. But I do want to give a little family shout out here. This is not sponsored. It's not an advertiser. It's not paid for in any way. I want to make that crystal clear. Uncle Pete, my son is one of my sons is getting married in September. And he is marrying into the Brown family. He's marrying their daughter, lovely young lady, very, very sweet young girl by the name of Val. And her dad's name is Vern Brown. Vern and his family own a company. They own an asphalt coatings company. It's called BBPM Asphalt Coatings, Inc. And they do seal coating, asphalt repairs, parking lot sweeping, crack sealing, and striping in commercial parking lots. They're right here in the McHenry County area. They serve McHenry County, Lake County, I believe northeastern and southeastern Wisconsin, northeastern Illinois. They're in Lakemore, Illinois, right around the corner, right down the road. They're at 27900 West Concrete Drive, Unit G, Lakemore, Illinois, 60041. You can give them a call if your parking lot is in bad shape. Give them a call, 847-973-2770, even if it just needs a touch up, maybe a fresh coat of asphalt over the top, or maybe some fresh striping. Make it look good, especially as people and businesses are reopening. But again, do be clear, this is not a paid advertiser. This is not a paid sponsor. This is family. And when you got family who happens to be in the radio biz, well, this is one of the little perks you get. So give BBPM Asphalt Coatings Inc. a call, 847-973-2770. Ask for Vern. Tell him Uncle Pete in the morning told you to give him a call, Vern Brown. And you can check them out online too at bbpminc.com. So family shout out. I'll hold that up to the camera for those of you out there that might be able to see that very shortly there. But again, not a paid advertiser. That's a family deal. Now, we're going to go ahead and click this next button. We'll talk about all our wonderful advertisers, sponsors. Don't forget too, at 11 o'clock this morning, we've got My Loso Lifestyle with Mary Shep coming up live 11 a.m. Today. You do not want to miss that. It's going to be a great, great show. And I only say that because, well, it is a great show. And of course, I'm a little biased because I produced that one. She's an awesome show host. Mary Shep does a fantastic job with that and has one of the largest followings of shows that we have on this station. She's always in our top 3 shows, always. And sometimes she's actually in the number 1 spot. But okay, here, enough of me yakking on. I'm just going to bite the bullet and push this. But here you go, guys. You asked for it. You get to listen to it. Enjoy. You guys asked for this stuff. I'm not a Phil Collins fan. I'm not a Genesis fan. Up next is I don't like this song at all either. I'm just not a fan. But you asked for it. We play it on Uncle Pete in the morning here on 216 The Net. Oh, this makes my spine crawl. I don't know why. I don't like this song. Oh, man, you guys. No llores más, aquí estoy. Frágil te ves, dulce y sensual. But I don't even understand what this is. Quiero abrazarte y te proteger. Esta fusión es irrompible. Oh, at least this is interesting. This is a different language than I've heard it in before. Still don't like the tune. Desde hoy será y para siempre amor. En mi corazón no importa qué dirán, dentro de mí estarás siempre. I have no idea what they're saying, but I mean, this is the You'll Be in My Heart song from the Disney show, whichever one that was. Phil Collins in a different language.
somos iguales tú y yo. En mi corazón tú vivirás.
Any of you know what they're saying? And I mean, I know the song. Don't like it. I don't speak anything other than English.
No escuches ya más que pueden saber si nos queremos mañana y hoy entenderán. Lo sé. Tal vez el destino te hará pensar, mas la soledad tendrás que aguantar. Entenderán. Lo sé. Lo haremos muy juntos, pues en mi corazón créeme que tú vivirás. Estarás dentro de mí hoy y por siempre, amor. Tú en mi corazón, sí, en mi corazón. No importa que no sufras, dentro de mí estarás siempre. Siempre, aquí siempre, para ti estaré siempre, siempre y por siempre. Solo mira a tu lado, solo mira a tu lado. Solo mira a tu lado, yo estaré siempre.
Okay. I have no idea what he just said. That was an interesting surprise because I was expecting the English version of that. That was supposed to be, well, I imagine it was Phil Collins, You'll Be in My Heart. It's a Disney tune from one of the Disney movies. I'm not a fan of Phil Collins. I'm not a fan of Genesis. I'm not a fan of actually anything that's on this list the remainder of the morning, which you guys know ad nauseum now. We've played, 3 songs in 22 minutes, which is terrible. My apologies. I just don't like this list. But again, Uncle Pete in the morning on 216 The Net. The rule is we play anything at least once. You ask for it. We make sure it's on our ASCAP license. We play it. So that hopefully for those of you who understood it, you enjoyed it and you do like it. Up next is actually another one that I don't particularly, but again, you guys know I might as well just shut up and click the button. Here you go. Check that 80s synth. Wow.
They drive where we go. I swear my nerves are so.
For those of you that don't know, this is Aha, The Living Daylights.
Comes the morning and the headlights fading away. 100,000 people on one-way train. I've been waiting long for one of us to say the darkness, let it never fade away.
80s, you got to roll those shoulders, buddy.
All right, hold on tight now. It's down to the wire. Sex your hopes are way too high. Living's in the way we die. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 changes, everything's the same. I've been waiting long for one of us to say darkness, let it never fade away.
This is the part where you do that apathetic dancing if you were in the club back in the 80s.
Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 people are living daylight.
Wow. I do truly hope that whoever asked for this enjoyed it. I do. For me, it's a big. That's not. And for those of you on the radio, that was me doing a thumbs down and a. It's just the raspberry. And now I've got to push the button on more Phil Collins. We got more Aha. We got Duran. Guys, what are you doing to me out there? Again, this is just reminiscent of the cringeworthy list we did last year, October, November, and part of December. And you guys latched onto that like crazy. Are you sending me cringeworthy tunes again? I meant to do that as a joke one Wednesday. Cringeworthy Wednesday. It was right after Halloween. So it was not part of it. It was, I guess, but yeah, it was November and December, all of that. So it was like a good 8 weeks of that cringeworthy stuff. Oh, I meant to be a joke one day and you guys ran with it like crazy. And now it's back. Oh my gosh, this stuff is just, I just got to click the button and grin and bear it, huh? Here we go. Well, this is Phil singing He Doesn't Care Anymore. I don't care anymore. I care. Yeah. I love doing this. I love doing this. I just don't like this stuff. This music sucks this morning, guys. Let's fake it till we make it, shall I?
Well, you can tell everyone I'm a down disgrace. Drag my name all over the place. I don't care anymore.
He don't care.
You can tell everybody about the state I'm in. You won't catch me crying cause I just can't win. I don't care anymore.
No, he don't.
I don't care anymore.
He don't care.
I don't care what you say. I don't play the same games you play. Cause I've been talking to the people that you call friends, and it seems to me there's a means to an end. They don't care anymore. just sit here and buy my time. I got nothing to lose if I speak my mind. I don't care anymore. I don't care no more. I don't care what you say. We never play by the same rules.
Anyway,
I won't be there anymore. Get out of my way. Let me by. I got better things to do with my time. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Well, I don't care now what you say. 'Cause every day I'm feeling fine with myself. But I don't care now what you say. Hey, I'll do alright by myself. 'Cause I know.
now that poses a question for me, and we'll let Phil continue serenading y'all just in the background a little bit here. But do you guys listening out there, do you care what other people say about you? I'm one of those guys that, as you can probably tell, my wife often complains because I don't have that embarrassment gene. I just don't. Somehow that escaped me. She when we go out in public, I'm well past 50, folks, and I know I have, since I shaved my beard. I look like such a young fellow now, and I appreciate all of y'all who tell me that. Thank you very much. But I'm well past 50, and sometimes I just do what I do. But I've always just done what I do because I don't know. Maybe to echo Phil, I don't care the impressions that people feed back or give back, or if there is disdain because of the way I've comported myself. It doesn't impact me, especially if I don't know someone directly. Do you guys get embarrassed about things? Do you care what other people think about you? I guess in certain circles, like I certainly care what Mary Catherine, Uncle Pete's wife, who actually does these lists. She's an incredible list master. She actually is a list master. She actually is a list master. I know I would care what she thinks of me because, well, she's my wife and I love her. So, and my kids, I care what they think. But even my kids and I have heated debates about different views, different points of views. But I've always encouraged that. And I love that my kids are comfortable in debating me and having their own opinions and thoughts. I do love that. I'm just curious, how's that work for you guys out there? By the way, here you go. Here's another aha. And you guys are going to remember this as soon as you hear it. Let me tell you, as a keyboard player and a piano player since a wee kid, when this came out back in the 80s, I don't think there was a keyboardist who didn't play this riff. Talking away. I don't know what to say. I don't like this song. Today is another day to find you. But why not bop along? I'm coming for your love, okay? I can't sing. There's that money note.
It's the better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, I'll be things that you say, yeah, is it life or just a play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You're shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me.
Oops, I messed up the word.
Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me. Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me.
All right, now the Facebook bots are complaining, folks. So we're going to continue on, of course, 216thenet.com, where you can click listen live, hang out with us all day long there, no matter what. Again, we are ASCAP licensed, so we get to play all the songs you want to hear. Send your request to 216thenet.com, or I mean, you can go to 216thenet.com, fill out the contact page, send your request that way, or just send them directly to Uncle Pete, Pete at 216thenet.com. Again, Pete at 216thenet.com, and we'll look for them, make sure they're on our line. There's nearly 8 million artists and titles under the ASCAP license catalog, so very, very rarely is there something we can't find to play for you. So go ahead and send them there. Facebook Live, folks, we're actually still streaming live on YouTube as well. We do every morning. YouTube has a little bit better understanding of the license situation. Facebook bots are just, well, they're friggin' robots, and you can't argue with a dang robot. But we'll see you over there. Go to YouTube, 216thenet.com, or 216thenet.com. Click listen live, hang out all day long, or get that app. And again, Droid users, I know many of you Droid users were saying, well, geez, we can't get the app. Yes, you can. The app for the Droid users is now on Google Apps, and you can go get that. And you can go get it. It's for free, absolutely for free, on the Google App Store. Download it. Look for 21.6 The Net. Download it, get it. You can listen to us wherever you are. I know people who stream us in the car every morning, which is really cool. Thanks for doing that. And we'll see you over there. Everybody else, we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue on here this morning. Even though I don't really particularly want to play any more of these lists, we're going to do that, and we're going to do it right now. In fact, I'm going to click this very button, and here you go.
Honey, love, ooh, is my mind, and I need to find time, someone to call mine. My mama said you can't help it, love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy, but it's a game of give and take. You can't help it, love. No, you just have to wait. Just trust in the good time. No matter how long it takes, how many heartaches must I stand before I find the love to let me live again? But that's the only thing that keeps me hanging on. When I feel my strength, ooh, it's almost gone. Remember, Mama said, "Only love just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more must I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No one can bear to live my life alone. I'm growing impatient for love to call my own. But when I feel that I can't go on with these precious words, keep me hanging on. I remember Mama said, oh no, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. When it's a game of give and take, you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. Just trust in the good time. No matter how long it takes, and I'll break. Now love, it don't come easy. But I keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice. Talk to me at night, for some tender arms, hold me tight. I keep waiting till the day, but it ain't easy. No, it ain't easy. My mama said you can't hurry now. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy, but it's a game of give and take. You can't hurry now. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy, but it's a game of give and take. You can't hurry now. No, you just have to wait.
All she wants is, all she wants is, all she wants is. All she wants is, all she wants is, all she wants is.
Spend your money on the corner now. You know you gotta save some for the shoe shine boy. You've been pulling him by the hand inside. Oh, letting all your toys. If you need a lead to heaven now, just stick around. You're gonna be there. What do you care? What do you dare? What does your heart say now?
All she wants is, all she wants is, all she wants is.
Divine intervention couldn't keep the word from leaking out. When you measure in suspension, not to mention what you hanging around. If you need to leave to heaven, yeah, a place to share in every possession. What do you care? What do you dare? What does your heart say now?
All she wants is, all she wants is, all she wants is. Lost is all she 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 lost
She calls out to the man on the street, "Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep. Is there somewhere you can tell me?" He walks on, doesn't look back. He pretends he can't hear her, starts to whistle as he crosses the street. Seems embarrassed to be there. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Think about it. She calls out to the man on the street. He can see she's been crying. She's got blisters on the soles of her feet. She can't walk, but she's trying. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice, it's just another day for you and me in paradise. Just think about it. Oh no, is there nothing more anybody can do? Oh no, there must be something you can say. You can tell from the lines on her face. You can see that she's been there. Probably been moved on from every place, 'cause she didn't fit in there. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice, it's just another day for you and me in paradise. Just think about it.
just another day in paradise for you and me and everybody else, right? Am I right? Am I right? Right? Well, maybe not so much, but it is shaping up to be a very nice day outside my window here in Studio B at DDOE Enterprises Inc., which actually owns 216 The Net and 247 WPL. Which, by the way, many of you asked what that sign is over my shoulder here in Studio B is all about, and that's 24/7 WPL, where podcasts live. We actually have a whole podcast division here as well. If any of you are interested in that, let me know. Shoot me a note, Pete at 216thenet.com, and we'll talk about that as well. Meanwhile, have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I really do hope that you have an enjoyable Thursday, that this has been somewhat fun for you. And because, again, we play whatever you want to hear. You send your requests, we find it, we play it. We are ASCAP licensed, and under that license, there are nearly 8 million artists and titles under that catalog. We'll never run out of stuff to play. So shoot me a note, Pete at 216thenet.com. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow morning, Friday, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist. And I know there are tons of you who are specific fans for that Friday hour right there. You love her playlist. She is, of course, the metalhead I married more than 25 years ago. And to this day, our house on the block is the one blaring metal music with absolutely no teen children in there. Our kids are all grown adults now, and they didn't even blast that stuff when they were younger. I think that because Mary Catherine played the metal and everything so much, they gravitated towards other kind of music. It's weird how, I guess generations don't like their parents' music. Because I remember thinking, oh, this is terrible stuff. My mom and dad listening to stuff from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, thinking, oh, that's horrible. And of course, I was a 60s, growing up in the 60s, 70s, 80s. It's just the way it was. So it never occurred to me that our kids would not love metal. I don't know. Who knows? At any rate, I'll be back again tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Uncle Pete in the Morning, Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist. And of course, you have What's in Your Loaf with Deacon Skeet, 7:15 to 8. Just two guys making fun of the world, everything, and everybody in it. You don't want to miss it. 216thenet.com. Take care, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Give me a sign. I'm sure anytime. Studio. Oh, I've got to have her now. Got to get closer, but I don't know how. She makes me nervous and makes me scared. I feel so good if I just say the word. Studio. Just say the word. Studio. She's all I need, all of my life. I feel so good if I just say the word. Studio. I'll just say the word. Studio. I'll just say the word. Studio. I'll say the word. Studio. Just say the word. Just say the word. Just say the word.